Over the next wave on the Hilton Head News, let's hope for it's a merrier month of May. We'll reset the coronavirus battle with special guests like Mayor McCann, State Representative Jeff Bradley, Hannah Horn of the Chamber, and Jeremy Clark of Hilton Head Hospital. Some lockdowns have been lifted. How do we now cope with the newer normal? It's all straight ahead on the Hilton Head News. Welcome in, and thanks for joining us for the Hilton Head News. I'm Bob Stevens. Plenty to get to in the next 30 minutes, beginning with our next stage of the post-coronavirus life, the opening of beaches and outdoor restaurant service, and dropping of the mandatory home or work orders previously issued by the governor. The state has not completely opened up yet. At the beginning of the week, indoor dining still forbidden, close contact businesses like hair salons, gyms, and spas still ordered closed. But the numbers, at least locally, are very encouraging. Just 20 cases and 1 death were reported in the last week in Beaufort County, and testing numbers statewide up more than 2,000 a day for the first time since the outbreak began. Statewide, nearly 100 people died out of nearly 1,200 cases. Beaufort County schools administrators say they will have graduation plans figured out sometime this week. Hilton Head High's already done a drive-by parade at the school last Friday night. Parents, students, and teachers getting to meet, socially distanced, celebrate the upcoming graduation. The teachers and administrators lining the street with signs and waving to the students. Even fire trucks and ambulances were involved to light up the night for the seniors. Every senior's name was on a separate poster on the front of the school building. The seniors also have something to brag about. Hilton Head High ranked 20th in the state academically in U.S. News and World Report's National 2020 Best Schools issue. The social distancing, probably not the best. Hilton Head beaches not terribly crowded over the first weekend of the lifting of the beach and parking bans on the island. Beach parking at Islanders Beach and Coligny Beach, of course, still limited to beach pass holders for now. Crowded but not crazy, the quote attributed to the town's code enforcement officer. We'll talk with Mayor McCann about it a little bit more. About 600 spots in the two lots together between Islanders and Coligny, more than 3,000 beach pass holders, and the town is still going to be pretty strict on illegal parking. Lowcountry restaurants allowed to open their outdoor seating Monday. Not all restaurants are going to do it quite yet. Restaurants still limited by pretty much the same restrictions placed on takeout and curbside service, including serving meals on disposable plates and using plastic utensils. Restaurants still, of course, have to keep their employees safe. A State Chamber of Commerce survey of more than 3,000 South Carolina businesses show business owners fearing reopening because their employees might not want to come back to work. A lack of testing, a shortage of childcare, and fears there won't be that much business anyway. Many of the businesses do want to open anyway, though, even as they applaud McMaster's slow rollout of reopening orders. 35% of business owners say they've received some kind of federal loan assistance. 30% say they are still waiting. Delta Airlines asking the Department of Transportation to allow it to suspend service to Hilton Head and 8 other small airports because of very low passenger loads. Some flights into the island have had just a handful of passengers this month, about 30 being the top load figure. Delta and American have canceled several flights every week to the island. Getting money from the government to stay afloat, of course, and to maintain minimal service is a part of what they have to do in order to retain service. That has been hard to come by. Now that sea turtle hunters can be back on the beaches of Hilton Head, they've already found the first batch of loggerheads on shore making their nests. Sea turtle season began Friday, runs through Halloween, which means our first hatchling's about 6 weeks away. Last year was a record with over 460 nests found on the island. For more information on these and other Lowcountry stories, we invite you to check out the sources listed on your screen. Still to come, an update from the CEO of Hilton Head and Coastal Carolina Hospitals, the latest on what the Chamber's doing for businesses coming out of basically a quarantine. We'll visit with the Island State Rep Jeff Bradley on getting them back to work. But next, we'll talk with a guy who hasn't had very many days off lately, Mayor John McCann. Stay with us.